Good afternoon, my name is Sarraounia Yolas, and I'm here to present you my math and Chem PoL. My reflection sheet, okay, I switched it up, sorry. I have my homework completion chart, that's what it said. Okay. But for my reflection sheet, I know I did not complete all my homework, and there is one I missed. I did not know most of the topics that were taught, even though I do know some of them. I was really confused with the equations that were given out instead, because I learned it a different way at a different school, and to learn it here is very difficult for me. My assessment score chart, I did not complete my corrections for the 1st of December. I did most of my, I did, for 11/21, I did all my corrections, but before that, I did not. My quiz, I did not my best, but I think I did okay. I could have done way better to improve my skills on it. And for my test, for my first test, I got a 2.5, and my second I got a 2. I can improve that by studying better and reviewing my previous tests more. What I did this semester for my grades, I did study groups over the weekends at my house, and I also used Khan Academy, or just online resources. I got assistance from my peers who got higher scores than me, and I reviewed my previous notes to help me with my quiz and my test. My lowest essential skill is number 1, part 2. My misunderstanding was that I was not familiar with the lesson that was taught, and I didn't dedicate enough time for my studying habits, and I forgot to review for my previous test. And my other lowest learning target was misunderstanding the justification and mixing up the vocabulary. Compare quiz problem to test problem. For this one, I was very confused with the vocabulary, and I forgot we could also use supplementary angles. And the 90-degree angle also confused me because I was put off by that, and I forgot to use the correct equation to add it all up to 180 degrees. Task, which is triangle angle sub theorem, I must have confused myself with that too instead of using the proper vocabulary. And for my second compare quiz and test problem, this one, for the quiz problem, I got both of them right, and for the test problem, I got one wrong. That was because I was using the sides and not the angles. That's why I put right triangle and not the correct answer, which I believe was and I didn't use the correct justification either. I believe I deserve my current grade, which is a B, because even though I do not dedicate enough time for studying, I do understand most of the lesson that is taught, and I do most of my homework and correction for tests. If I apply the right equations to the problem, I feel like I can get a better grade in it. And I believe my grade is accurate because it reflects my participation and my dedication inside and outside of the class, and it affects my knowledge. I will be moving on to Chem now. The first essential skill is 2A, which is atomic structure. The atom is made up of 99% of empty space because the other 1% is of the nucleus. Surrounding the nucleus is protons and neutrons, which is most of the weight. Electrons are negative, neutrons are neutral, and protons are positive. Since electrons have almost no weight, that also adds to the 99% of empty space. For my experimental basis, I chose Rutherford's, and he discovered the nucleus by hitting a dense and small heavy center with alpha particles through a gold foil, through a thin gold foil, and the other 1% were deflated or bounced inside. Strong nuclear force is stronger than all the other forces. The force when the protons would harm each other makes the atom obtain radioactive decay. And atoms that are heavy and have a lot of protons and neutrons are known to be unstable. For isotopes, the definition of isotope is different forms of the same electron. The most common isotope is carbon-12, which has 6 neutrons. Carbon-13 and 14 have 7 neutrons and 8 neutrons. Alpha, okay, this is radioactivity decay. There are 3 decays for this one. Alpha is the positive one, beta is the negative, and gamma is neutral. Alpha can be blocked by tissue paper and a sheet of newspaper, and beta can be blocked by cardboard or aluminum foil, and gamma can be blocked by concrete or lead.